Hi. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. It's 7 o'clock. It's time for us to have our little weekly book check-in. Um, Licorice is here. She's already made her appearance. She's on my lap. Yes. Talk about you. She doesn't know it yet, but tomorrow she's going to the place that rhymes with bet and starts with a V. She's getting a little checkup. She's getting her checkup. She's getting old and she needs her checkup. Yes. Yes, you don't know. You don't know yet. It's gonna be fun. She doesn't know. She has no idea. Um, um, what else? So tonight is the last. Okay, bye. She figured it out and she got mad. Today's the last night that you can vote in the first round of Tea Madness, our little tea bracket that is going on this month for Hot Tea Month. The second round starts tomorrow, so I'm going to count all the votes tomorrow morning and put a new Tea Madness voting bracket up on the website. Some of them, there are ties, so I may be asking people to vote for a tiebreaker. I mean, I don't know. There are some that are close calls, and there are some that are runaways. So we'll see. And then I just think it'll be so fun to see at the very end of January what we collectively as a town like in terms of tea. I just thought it was cute. It is Hot Tea Month and I love it. And I am drinking tonight and being good, caffeine free. This is the, oh gosh, what is it now? The pomegranate raspberry pomegranate. That was in, if you got a tea tasting bag, it was in the tea tasting bag. And this is one of the only ones that I'm not super familiar with. I've had all the other ones so many times, and this one I've only had a couple of times. And I don't normally like raspberry, but I love pomegranate, so she doesn't know if she wants to scratch herself or lick herself. I don't know. To be a cat. But this is actually very good. It is a little tangy from the raspberry and the pomegranate, but it's also kind of sweet, and it's really nice. It's really nice. I just had dinner not too long ago, so this is kind of like a little nice after dinner zing. I like it. And it is a little sweet, which is nice. And I've actually heard from a couple people who have the tea tasting bags. I haven't been drinking coffee. I'm so excited to drink my teas, or my favorite so far is, and I really like hearing that. So definitely don't forget to vote on the website, and if you enter your email address, you get entered into you get entered into our little raffle sweepstakes, our tea sweepstakes, to win a tea kit, a tea prize package, which includes these adorable, well, do I want to spoil it? I don't even know if I want to spoil it. You had your English breakfast earlier. Yes, try some new ones. They're all good. I mean, of course, the English breakfast is wonderful, a classic. Um, try them all. They're very, very good. I think I mentioned this last week. Earl Grey is my favorite, and the Lady Grey is pretty good too. A little different. Earl Grey is one of my favorite kinds of teas. It's just my favorite. I think Laura gave me once a lavender Earl Grey. Now that is delicious. I actually have lavender tea that my brother gave me a while ago in my cabinet, and it really turns the water such a pretty shade of like a dusty blurple. It's not quite purple, but it's not quite blue. It's really pretty. I just love tea. I'm glad you're liking your tea tasting bag. I'm so glad that we were able to get a couple more tea bags to do that. So, yeah, this is really good. I didn't really remember it, but this is good. I like it. Of course, always in my ghost mug. Always in my ghost mug. I love my little ghost. It's so cute. I have a small collection of little ghosts that I am slowly, slowly growing, or I will eventually. All right, so where's my Kindle? I just put my Kindle on my lap. I am about 65% done with the Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampire Slang. Sorry, my tea just swallowed wrong. All right, reset. And I just got to a point in the story where they're like, something big is happening. And now, here's 3 years later. I don't know about you, but sometimes that drives me bananas because I'm thinking to myself, well, what happened in between that time? How did we go from this really high point that you can't even see, it's off camera, it's so up high, to there's this weird stasis, which I know is part of the plot, where everything is not good, but calmer, better, fake better. But also, I kind of want to know, like, how did we get here, and how could things have how could we just skip over the last 3 years when things were so dramatic when we last saw you? It's very interesting. So it is like a mystery thriller, but it's not intense. It's entertaining, and I am trying to figure it out as I go. And I don't know if it's supposed to be as obvious as it is, or because it's not really mysterious so much as it is a thriller. But you do kind of wonder, like, is what the main character thinks correct, or is there another element? And I thought I was following a thread, and then that got disproven. But I'm sorry if you hear my computer dinging. One of my friends sent me a picture that her niece drew of Hermione and the Sorting Hat in Harry Potter. It's book related. It's so cute. So now everybody is talking about how she could be the newest illustrator if they need to re-release Harry Potter again for the 30 millionth time. So cute. So cute. So the book is interesting. I will probably finish it tonight or tomorrow, depending on how much time I have to read. But it is, yeah, it's very absorbing. And it's one of these little towns, I think I said last week, it kind of reminds me of the town in Edward Scissorhands, where everybody knows everybody's business, and they all kind of are supposed to live the same wholesome, gossipy, housewifey lives, and something just throws a wrench in it. So it's really entertaining so far. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't really touched any other books yet. I've just been kind of going slowly. I could show you my coffee table. It's a little messy. But that's because I have a puzzle and my water bottle. The puzzle that I have, it's a mystery puzzle that I got from a book sale at the library a long time ago. And so the box, I'll show you. It's really exciting because I know some of you who watch this like puzzles as well. So the box looks like this, but this is not the image in the puzzle. It comes with a little booklet with a short mystery story, and then, so read the sinister secrets of suspects who have an unusual obsession with Alfred Hitchcock and his films. Then you assemble the 1,000-piece puzzle and weave your way through a tangled web of cryptic clues to catch a psychopath killer. And then you solve the obsession by finding the disguised clues from the story and the puzzle. Very interesting. I was really disappointed because I went to go read the booklet, and I opened the booklet, and the person who had the puzzle before me took a picture of the finished puzzle and put it in the booklet, and I quickly, it's in here. I haven't looked at it since, and I've been trying to do the puzzle totally blind. It is tempting. I'm probably just going to throw this picture out because I've made it through, I'm going to say, like, 2/3 of the puzzle without looking at any pictures, um, without cheating. And it's interesting because, normally you have the picture on the box to um, kind of say, like, okay, so I'm going to put this together, and I know this kind of lives in this neighborhood, or this element and this element attach, and I have no idea. I have no idea how these pieces fit together or what goes next to what, and especially because this is like a crime scene, it's just a bunch of potential murder weapons and clues. So it's a bunch of mishmash. And so the last night I was putting part of it together. I was like, what is this? Is this a table? Are these like arrowheads on a table? And then I realized that they were billed bird feet, like seagull feet. Um, and then the one thing I couldn't figure out, I was like, are they coconuts? Are they kiwis? It's a bag of potatoes. And I'm just trying to figure out where all of the things fit. And most of it, except for this thing that has blood on it. I think it's a paddle. I think it's an oar. So this is really fun. I actually might get some more when I am done. We'll see how satisfying it is when I solve the mystery. But it is exciting. But I can't believe somebody would take a picture of it and put it in the box with the puzzle. The whole point is to not know. I'm a stickler for the rules. So that's the other thing that I've been doing that's been keeping me from reading so much. But we have a couple of new releases this week that I want to share with you. Some of them are on Libby already, and some of them are not, so I have them up on my computer tab. Let's take a look. Where is it? Oh, I just got an air fryer cookbook. If you've watched Book Cooks before, you've seen that I've done the Skinny Taste cookbook by Gina Homolka, and I have now the Skinny Taste air fryer cookbook, which just came in, so I have to go ahead and borrow that and send that to my Kindle. Which is I really liked the other cookbook because the recipes were pretty simple, but I think that was the focus of that particular cookbook, that your recipes don't need to be complicated or overly complex. I'm really enjoying going through all of these cookbooks for Book Cooks. I'm having a good time. I'm eating a lot of good food. I have a whole stack of them on my kitchen table because I am meal planning for myself, not just for Book Cooks, so it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Okay. Let's see, tags, new releases. Lisa Gardner has a new one. It is called Before She Disappeared. There it is. We just got our copy today, I think. I think it was in the box that I opened today. No, I can't remember. But that means that it will be getting covered and processed and ready to go out very soon. But you can also order it through buckles.org, and we'll get it to you as soon as possible. A propulsive thriller featuring an ordinary woman who will stop at nothing to find the missing people that the rest of the world has forgotten. And I think in reading this description, this one sounds like a good one for fans of true crime. All those, I don't know if you know, but there are all of these podcasts about true crime. True crime is having its trendy moment. It has always been a thing. The aficionados of true crime and unsolved mysteries. But it is really just zipping up there in popularity, and I think that one of the reasons why is people have been saying it's been keeping them occupied over the past 10 or so months. But there are all of these message boards online about like unsolved mysteries and crimes and things like that, and this kind of reminds me of that. Here we go. Franny Elkin is an average, middle-aged woman, a recovering alcoholic with more regrets than belongings. But she spends her life doing what no one else will, searching for missing people that the world has stopped looking for. And seriously, I've gone on those message boards before when I was reading, oh my gosh, the Michelle McNamara one about the original Night Stalker Golden State Killer. I'll Be Gone in the Dark. I'll Be Gone in the Dark. That one was really good. But then I triple checked that all of my windows were locked after that. And people like actively are trying to solve these cold cases. And then, of course, shortly after her book was released, they actually found the man who did it. But there are people who like actually are trying to solve all of these cold cases out there. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty fascinating. So that's what this reminded me of that. When the police have given up, when the public no longer remembers, when the media has never paid attention, Frankie starts looking. A new case brings her to Mattapan, a Boston neighborhood with a rough reputation. She is searching for Angelique Badeau, a Haitian teenager who vanished from her high school months earlier. Resistance from the Boston PD and the victim's wary family tells Frankie she's on her own. And soon, she learns she's asking questions someone doesn't want answered. But Frankie will stop at nothing to discover the truth, even if it means the next person to go missing could be her. Ooh. No audiobook on Libby right now. I don't know if there will be an audiobook. I think I also ordered the large print for the library, so if you're looking for a large print and you don't do digital, we'll have that. What's next? Oh, I think the rest of them are on here. Yes, okay. Just had to make sure that those were all done. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, this one sounded interesting. This is called Shiver by Allie Reynolds. It is fiction, mystery, and detective, international crime and mystery. Sounds interesting. As you know, I love all of those subject heading tags. A locked room thriller, a debut. It was giving me like young adult CW, Pretty Little Liars vibes when I read the description. I thought it sounds kind of fun. When Milla accepts an off-season invitation to a cozy ski resort in the French Alps, she's expecting an intimate weekend of catching up with 4 old friends. It might have been a decade since she last saw them, but she's never forgotten the bond they forged on this very mountain during a winter spent fiercely training for an elite snowboarding competition. Yet no sooner do Milla and the others arrive for the reunion than they realize something is horribly wrong. The resort is deserted. The cable cars that deliver them to the mountaintop have stopped working. Their cell phones missing. And inside the hotel, detailed instructions await them, an icebreaker game designed to draw out their secrets. A game meant to remind them of Saskia, the enigmatic 6th member of their group, who vanished the morning of the competition years before and has long been presumed dead. Stranded in the resort, Milla's not sure what's worse, the increasingly sinister things happening around her or the looming snowstorm that's making escape even more impossible. All she knows is that there's no one on the mountain she can trust, because someone has gathered them here to find out the truth about Saskia, someone who will stop at nothing to get answers, and if Milla's not careful, she could be the next to disappear. Ooh. Sounds interesting. It's got big drama vibes, right? Let's see what's next. There is a new Rita Mae Brown book in the Sister Jane series. It's called Out of Hounds. Fiction, mystery, and detective, cozy, cats and dogs. I love that that is a subject heading for a great cozy mystery series. I know people are often looking forward to these, so that's a new one there. This one is interesting. This is a nonfiction. This is called Land by Simon Winchester. Land, How the Hunger for Ownership Shaped the Modern World. Bless you. You see a little sneezy down here? Oh, it's so dark. You can see her tongue and her little bell. Hello. You had a little sneeze. It's okay. This one sounded interesting, and I've been seeing it advertised in a few places as well. We just got our copy today. Um, the author of The Professor and the Madman, and The Perfectionist explores the notion of property, our proprietary relationship with the land through human history, how it has shaped us, and what it will mean for our future. Land, whether meadow or mountainside, desert or peat bog, parkland or pasture, suburb or city, is central to our existence. It quite literally underlies and underpins everything. Employing the keen intellect, insatiable curiosity, and narrative verve that are foundations of his previous best-selling works, Simon Winchester examines what we human beings are doing and have done with the billions of acres that together make up the solid surface of our planet. Land examines in depth how we acquire land, how we steward it, how and why we fight over it, and finally, how we can, and on occasion do, come to share it. Ultimately, he confronts the essential question: who actually owns the world? Land. And why does it matter? I thought that sounded so interesting. So it's not only geography, it's also history, but it sounds a little like a social science kind of study as well, because it is about people and how throughout history land has become this thing to fight over, to use as currency, um, to trade, to share, to not share, to explore. It sounds very interesting to me. Um, so I hope that some people will take a look at that. I think any people who are interested in history and our world and our planet will probably love that one. Um, I think that's the last of some of the ones that I wanted to share with you tonight. Do we have anything else? No, she doesn't. um, I keep seeing books that I keep saying, oh, I'm going to check this out and I'm going to take a look at it. And then I go, oh my gosh, you all know, I have so many things on my bookshelf still. So, but I know I need to get on it. I need to read a little faster. I'm just looking up right now. The Youth Media Awards, I think, are next Monday. Yes, Monday, January 25th. Very, very exciting. I think it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, I believe. So I will be talking about that next week. I haven't read most of the books yet because I've just been so behind catching up on adult and middle grade and young adult things, and I haven't even read most of the things that were released in 2020. But the Youth Media Awards, one of my favorite days of the year to just see all of the awards given out for great literature and illustrations across children's and teen publishing. Every year, Youth Services Committee, which is one of the wonderful committees that we have in Buckles, that's just a professional committee where all librarians who have a certain interest or a certain job can get together and talk and discuss. So the youth services are, librarians from across teen and children's departments, and they get together every year and they come up with a list of books that they think might be award worthy, and then everybody in Buckles can vote on it. Anybody who attends this mock awards that they do. So if you go onto bccls.org on the homepage, I think there should be in that rotating carousel the winners that they chose. So I always love to see if the predictions that we as professional readers, the ones that we chose, if those are the ones that the actual award committees do give out, do honor. So I love award season for books. Book award season is my favorite. Very, very excited for that next Monday, so I'll be talking about that on Tuesday a little bit. I know I don't always talk about young adult books on here, but I do read a lot of young adult books, as you all know. So that's next week. And then I'll finish up talking about the Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampire Slaying, and maybe I'll have read something else. I have three more young adult books. No, four. One that just came in. I don't know if it came out last week or this week. But it is a We Need Diverse Voices book. I'll talk about that more next week. It is a bunch of short stories, so I'll actually probably get through some of it to talk about it next week. So I have four library books, young adult books, that I need to get through to return because they need to be returned. Alyssa, you need to return your library books. As always, don't forget, if you need a book suggestion, if you are not sure, take a look also at bccls.org. If you scroll down to the bottom of that page, there are always book lists or media lists with suggestions. That rotating carousel often has suggestions for books and media that we recommend or we love or that have been popular or newsworthy recently. So you can check those out. And then, of course, as always, on the very top of our website, there is the book match form. We are still accepting those and answering those every single day and handing out suggestions to everyone. And I really do take time to look at those when somebody sends me a suggestion. It really takes me some time to kind of be like, okay, well, you're interested in this, and you read this, and you liked it, or you read this, and you didn't like it, and I wonder why that is. And I kind of try to go and look at all the keywords and the reviews, and I try to figure it out. So I do the ones for teens and adults, and Miss Marie does the one for children's middle grade, and sometimes we collaborate on the teens and middle grade ones because we both kind of overlap a little bit in that bound. So, definitely send us your book match requests if you have them. Okay, that is it for me tonight. I'm going to go read with licorice, and we're going to finish our tea. I'm so glad I remembered to have herbal tea instead of caffeinated tea. I don't need any caffeine, as you can tell. I don't know why. I just started getting a second wind of energy about an hour and a half ago. Don't know where it came from, but we're going to try to relax and read and just enjoy our night tonight, and I hope that everybody has a relaxing night and a wonderful week. Don't forget, if you've missed any of our programs, I always try to post them on the website. They don't usually go up immediately. Usually every Friday I update our website with all of our videos that from that current week, so you can catch up on things if you can't find them on Facebook. We have tons of videos on our YouTube if you ever just want to go back and watch some old content. And we're always here. We're always an email or a phone call away. So that is it. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all soon. Bye.